So on to question 2. This time we'll start with Ms. Hill. Unified Ed and Chattanooga 2.0 are both committed to ensuring equity for all of our students and young people in Hamilton County. Together, we define equity as all students reaching their full potential by ensuring that they have access to resources and support that every individual needs. In practice, equity will show itself in our work, in the policies we support, the conditions we enable, the coalitions we mobilize, and the systems we seek to improve. We know 1/3 of our schools are schools of concentrated poverty, where 80% or more of the student body is eligible for free and reduced lunch. Additionally, given the large size of our district, we know that rural communities can also be isolated from city center resources and opportunities. Historically, across the country, and in our county, we have struggled to ensure racial and socioeconomic integration of our public schools, a strategy that research has shown to be effective for improving student outcomes. As a school board member, if elected, what specific strategies will you employ to ensure a plan that is developed and implemented to fully integrate our public schools to ensure equity for all of our young people? And so I'll repeat that again.
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing. As a school board member, if elected, what specific strategies will you employ to ensure a plan is developed and implemented to fully integrate our public schools to ensure equity for all of our young people?
That was me? All right. Well, so as parents, we have an expectation of excellence for our children. Every one of us that bundles our child up and sends them out into the world to school, we're looking for our child to have the best opportunity that they possibly can. Unfortunately, we do have this situation where we have way too many schools where we have concentrated a significant amount of poverty into small pockets. It stresses everyone in the school. It does not give the children in that school a fair chance. I do believe that every child should have the opportunity to have a great education, and I do believe that is the responsibility of Hamilton County Schools and of Hamilton County. When I was thinking about running for school board, there's a lot of political yeah that you hear. It's not the part I like. One of the things that made me have goosebumps was the ethics policy for the school board. Maybe that makes me nerd. The first responsibility ethically that a school board member has is to put the student first, to always think about what is the right choice for the child. That makes me excited. The second ethical responsibility is to offer every child equal access, regardless of their race, their zip code, their religion, anything. As a school board member for District 6 and for all of Hamilton County, I will do my duty for our children. Now, specifically about integration. I've studied this a lot. I was recently in Leadership Chattanooga, graduate, and we did a lot of research and learning about this. I'm a pragmatist, and I recognize that a lot of the makeup of our school is representative of our neighborhoods. And I also know that as Americans, we like to be in charge of ourselves and our choices. So practically, I would support first more schools of choice, opportunities for more open enrollment, and a modified choice model similar to what they're doing in Asheville, North Carolina. And I give a caveat to that. Open enrollment and schools of choice are not useful tools if every child doesn't have the transportation to get there. And that's a big question.
I know we've offered ways that you can find us online, but I know not everyone has access to the internet. So I also have a text campaign. Anyone who just has a phone number and doesn't have access to the internet, you can text the word Henry, and the number is 51660 to receive some of the exact same updates that I provide to those who do have internet access. And I do appreciate that. I'm sure you find this to be a nice suit, but I didn't purchase this. I was given this by someone who believed in me, and I did live in a home. I did live in a home that we heated with the stove. And I participated in an organization while in undergrad called Leadershape. Leadershape was number one about teaching you find your passion. Number two, go out and do it. I found out that my passion was, though we didn't have the most money, I had great parents who were there every single step of the way. And I had to share that gift to other people. I quickly found that I could be a mentor for others. I worked as a resident assistant, worked my way up through student organizations in undergrad, eventually was president of the housing organization, which is the second largest organization in the school. Worked with a budget of over $50,000. I ran meetings of over 200 people for an organization of nearly 8,000 people. Leadershape taught me to go out and be a leader. And it helped me, with my friend, become co-founder of this organization called Task Force. It's TASC Force. And it's taking action for social conscience. And it's about being aware of all of the things that go on around you. You don't get to see it, but if you look just deeper around the corner, you'll see that not everyone gets the opportunity to live the life that you do. This organization had a twofold mission. First, we would identify local areas that needed our help, and then second, we would identify international areas that needed our help. Our local focus and our international focus would change each year just to make sure that we covered as many bases as possible. In my first year, which was my senior year of undergrad, I was vice president as well of this organization. Our local focus was on Knox County impoverished areas. We would go out there and sometimes just bring the kids out to play. Sometimes we would bring activities to help them learn, but giving those caretakers, which were often one grandma taking care of 20, 30, 40 students, just giving them a moment of rest was huge. And then we also raised money for Sustainable Cambodia, which has created a water well system that provides clean water for that village in Cambodia. So I want to continue to implement these things in any way I can.